Good Monday morning, everybody. It is July the 26th, 2021, and we're still dealing with smoke today. If you don't believe me, check out this sunrise. Yeah, nice bright orange fireball that you can stare at this morning. Welcome back to part 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, of the restoration or recreation, whatever you want to call it, of the outhouse here at the farm. Going to wrap up a few last little minute details, going to show you what I'm up to today and how we're going to get this out of here and down to where it's going to go. But that's if the weather behaves, and this is going to take 2 days to get it all done. Plus, I've got to get this off of here so I can get to another project. So, hang in there. We're going to jump right into it and get going on this again today. It's kind of hard to see on the back side of the outhouse because of the lighting, but I was able to reuse a lot of the old 1x4s and only have to put in one new one on the back wall here. I've got the corners done. Had to put a new one in here. And it is angled and fitted in at the top. And here's the old one. And here's another new one that's sitting here. Now, see that daylight right there between the boards? That's why the battens. Let me show you from the inside. Okay, you can see that light? Yeah, where my finger's pointing. That is daylight coming through. And the last thing you want to do is be sitting here and have somebody peeking through those holes at you. Plus, if it's cold outside or windy or rainy, you don't want that coming inside. So what they did was they put the battens or the 1x4s on the outside to help seal it up. So I'm going to finish up the battens on the sides of the outhouse right quick today. I'm going to go to town, get a gallon of paint for this thing, and maybe a quart of some trim paint, and some more 1x4s to finish the battens, and some lumbers to do the top. Well, happy July the 31st. It is a beautiful Saturday afternoon. We're having our first substantial rainfall of the year. There's some pouring off a gutter right there. The National Weather Service up in Boise, Idaho has issued flash flood alert, meaning that there already is flash flooding. They're expecting rains, the first measurable, appreciable amount of rain in almost a year here in the Magic Valley, at anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to 1.25 inches in an hour. Yeah, that's a kind of a record around here. Everything is wet. Yeah. Howdy everybody, and welcome back to Tuesday, the 3rd of August, 2021, for part number 3 of part number 4 of part number, well, whatever it is. You'll get the idea. The outhouse got thoroughly soaked for 3 days being outside in the rain, which was a blessing in disguise because it made it so much easier for me to knock off all the old latex paint that was on the outhouse. As you can see, I've got it scraped down just to bare wood all the way around. And first thing we're going to do today is paint the upper trim boards white, and then we're going to do the walls in red. I'm applying some white paint to the top trim board, so any drips or runs down here, like right here on the edge of this or right here, aren't going to be on the red paint. Now the reason why this is an issue is because I'm going to be in a hurry to paint this thing today. I want to get it white trim, red paint down, and then do the white trim on the corners and across the bottom. doing that in that order so that any drips aren't going to screw it up, because I don't have time to paint the whole thing red, wait for the red paint to dry and cure, and then go back and do the white trim. So yeah, we're going to just do it in steps today, all the way down. I was talking with my daughter Chelsea earlier today about the choice of paint color for the outhouse here. She only remembers it being white as a child growing up here on the farm. But plain as day, there's red paint on this one, that one, and this one. On the battens, a couple of the 1x12s had some red paint, and others had some green paint. So it was a color other than white at one time. And speaking of color, Chelsea's the one that came up with the dad joke for today. She said, "Dad, what do you call an outhouse that you've painted barn red with white trim?" I thought about it for a second, and I said, "Well, I don't know. What do you call a outhouse that you've painted barn red with white trim?" She says, "The poop barn, of course." Oh, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree with dad jokes. I'm using an 1.5-inch brush to paint the walls here, and it's a little better quality than the chip brush. And the reason why I'm using an 1.5-inch brush that is better quality is because the old 1x12s have cracked from age, and I'm trying to work the paint down into the crack to help preserve them a little bit better, make it a little more weatherproof. Now, if you remember from a previous video, we were talking about the bullet holes on the inside of the front wall, and that's why I hadn't reused it. Look at here, exit wounds. Yeah. Look at that. Hit here and blew out a chunk of the knot there. There's another one down here. Looks like it came out and went sideways or something. Yeah. And here is a group of 4. So, yeah, my aunt was target practicing. I just can't help but wonder if there wasn't somebody in there when she was shooting. That'd made it a whole heck of a lot more fun if they'd come charging out with their drawers down. Yeah. Howdy, everybody, and welcome back to Nelson Creek Farm. It is Friday, August the 6th, 2021, and today's the day that some of you get your answers on how I'm going to get that outhouse out of the backyard. Yippee! Let's go. As you'll notice, there's the happy finger. As you notice, right along the bottom, and some of the touch-up paint isn't done on the outhouse, nor is there a roof. Up top up here, now it's still open, as you can see right there. I'm going to go ahead and move it anyway, because I have to. I got to get this back porch cleaned up. I may have a lady friend over. Well, might. Well, let me think about that. Hell hasn't frozen over yet, so probably not. Now this is a real good angle shot for you to see why I have not put on the roof of the outhouse yet. We got to clear this beam that's holding up the front edge of the patio here. So that's why that hasn't been done. So we're going to get started moving this thing out. So watch this. Gotta have some potty sounds. Speaking of potty sounds, y'all hear about the elephant they saw in town today? Yeah, a heck of a deal. Poor thing had diarrhea, something awful. I'm surprised you didn't hear about it. That shit was all over town. Now, how are we doing? Oh, we got plenty of room. But if this thing tilts just right, I didn't want to take a chance at damaging that new tin roof on the bottom of that beam. So, we'll get this up a little further. And I'll show you how we're going to get it off the back patio and out of the backyard. But first, I'm going to show you the new roof. and how we got that put on. Yeah. Okay. Enough's enough. I'll show you how I got the outhouse off the back patio and out to where it was going to go. This fence was going to get rebuilt and repaired, so I'm not going to be too worried about being too rough with it. Yep, you guessed it. We're using Stinky with this. This isn't the first time Stinky's actually moved this. That's why I know this method works. This is one of those times and places where it'd be darn handy to have a spouse or a significant other or something here at the farm to give me a hand doing some of these little projects. Like manhandling this thing up onto that platform. Did somebody just go in there? I hope not. That'd be one heck of a stinky mess. Well, we're hanging up on something. Oh, I see what it is. Okay. Get that little seat frame out of the way. I can lift from over here. I took the handle off the door. I know it's going to make the door flop around a bit, but keeps it from getting damaged in the move. Okay, now to strap it down. It's just a matter of getting some rope and tying it off to the hitch. And we'll hook it on that side there and run this around the other way. Well, no, we won't. Somebody's zip tied that coil of rope. Well, we got to put a knot in this end, which that's okay, because I was going to use this strap for the rest of it to get it held on there. Not quite yet. There we go. Yeah, we get it down in there, hooked up there. There we go. And pull it as tight as we can get it. That's about it. Okay. And then we proceed to winch. something like that. And we will shorten up this top link so that the platform tilts forward with the outhouse on it. That'll help throw the center of gravity up towards the front, keep the back end on. Yeah, something kind of like that. We're good to go. Just like that, we're up and off. Now, since there's a bunch of tree branches in the way, and to help keep the outhouse on the platform, I opted to turn the outhouse around and back it out while trying to keep my distance from the hazelnut tree as much as I can. Yeah, we got some big branches on there holding up on it. If I'd have went out forwards, those branches would have tried to rip that thing right off of the back of the tractor. Well, as the sun is setting on this little project, I hope you enjoyed it. Got the fence back. We're going to clean that up, replace some of the pickets and paint it. That'll be another project for another video. But anyway, as always, I hope you enjoyed this 4-part episode or series on restoration of the farm's 100-year-old outhouse. It's been a little bit of work, labor of love, and unfortunately I picked the time to do it when the lumber prices were at the highest, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's done, it's here to farm. So on October 23rd when we have our show, if we have our show, knock on some wood, thanks to the new round of COVID BS, you're more than welcome to come out and check it out, take a look, see what you think. And it's mostly the old original 100-year-old self. Anyway, don't forget, right down there, click on subscribe if you would. We're looking to hit about 200 subscribers by the end of August. We're at 133 right now, so give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment in the comment section, and don't forget to tell your friends and family or anybody else you know that might like one guy trying to run a farm. So we'd appreciate it, and if we hit 200, shoot, I might even do another little dance like we did when I hit 100. So anyway, stay tuned for more upcoming episodes from here at the farm at Nelson Creek, and who knows what we'll be up to next. Got a couple of videos already in the works, but which one you get to see first, I don't know yet. Anyway, I'm Farmer Dave. Y'all be careful out there and stay safe and have a good one. Bye-bye now.